Prabhu, please give me. Okay, I shall see them. So today's topic is Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, 13th verse, 13th sloka. यज्ञ शिष्टा सिंह संतो मुच्यन्ते सर्व किल विषय भुंजते ते त्वघं पाप ये पंच आत्म कारणात् यज्ञ शिष्टा सिंह संतो मुच्यन्ते सर्व किल विषय भुंजते ते त्वघं पाप ये पंचतया आत्म कारणात्. Word by word meaning. Yajna sishta, to food of food taken after performance of yajna. Asinah, eaters. Santah, the devotees. Muchyante, get relief. Serve, all kinds of. Till visah, from sins. Bhujan, bhunjate, enjoy. Te, they. Tu, but. Agham, grievous sins. Papah, sinners. Ye, who pachanti, prepare food. Atma karanat, for sense enjoyment. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment verily eat only sun. Purport. The devotees of the Supreme Lord, or the persons who are in Krishna consciousness, are called santas, and they are always in love with Lord, as it is described in the Brahma Samhita 5.38. Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santah sadeva hridayeshu vilokyanti. The santas, being always in compact of love with Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, the giver of all pleasures, or Mukunda, the giver of liberation, or Krishna, the all attractive person, cannot accept anything without first offering to the Supreme Person. Therefore, such devotees always perform yagnas in different modes of devotional service, such as Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Archanam, etc. And these performances of yagnas keep them always aloof from all kinds of contamination of sinful association in the material world. Others who prepare food for self or sense gratification are not only thieves but also eaters of all kinds of sins. How can a person be happy if he is both thief and sinful? It is not possible. Therefore, in order for people to become happy in all respects, they must be taught to perform the easy process of Sankirtan Yagya in full Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, there can be no peace or happiness in the world. Hare Krishna. So, this verse is very important verse because it talks about what we eat. Without eating, we cannot survive. Any person in this world cannot survive if they will not eat for a certain time. Of course, if without eating you can survive for like a week or so if you continue drinking water, but for over a long period of time, you need the food for keeping up the body. And we as living entities, we also need, even though we are living entities, but in this life, we have gained this body. And to maintain this body, because by this body, through this body is the medium. So using this medium, we are serving Krishna. And if we have to serve Krishna, we need to keep this body intact. And that's why we say, right, we have to surrender ourselves to Krishna at the earliest age possible. If you will surrender to Krishna at the age when you are old, your body is not supporting, then how you will be able to serve Krishna? But in the similar manner, even when we start serving Krishna at early age, we need to keep our body strong. then only you will be able to do as much service as possible. And to keep our body strong, food is the first thing which comes in mind. And anywhere in this material world, any person you talk, they have to have food, otherwise they can't survive. So in this verse, the food is uh, is uh, the food is emphasized as of what you call uh, offering or the sacrifice, yajna. So what happens? Uh, there are many in Satyuga. People used to do many yagnas, right? That time, uh, they used to live for 1,000 years and all. But right now, yajna is not only doing ahuti or in the Havan Kunda or Homa or something. Yajna is in everything. Yajna means sacrifice. So whenever we do some sacrifice for Krishna, for the satisfaction of Krishna, for the pleasure of Krishna, that is called yajna. And in terms of food, how can we do that sacrifice? And that sacrifice can be done when we offer the food to Krishna and then we take it as a remnants. Okay, so first one thing we need to understand here is that whatever we are getting by grace of Lord. Without His grace, we will not be able to get it, right? Uh, so we need to acknowledge it. If we will not acknowledge it, we will eat sin. That is what is referred in in this uh, this verse. So cooking and offering to Krishna is also yagna, and this yagna is in relation to food. So yagna is sacrifice and offering. So now what we need to understand here is that food is of three. The food is in three modes of food. Food is also in three modes of material nature can be divided. So there is sattvic food, rajasic food, and tamasic food. But when we talk about food, there is three main ingredients as well. I'll come to mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. But let's understand first three main ingredients of our food, which we should have as a devotee. We should have, and we should uh, preach this to non-devotees as well, because these three ingredients connect us to Krishna. So the first ingredient is ahimsa, free from suffering. So the food which we are taking should be free from suffering. When I say free from suffering means what they do, people outside in the material world, they kill animals and then they eat their flesh. When they kill the animals, how much pain they are going through. The animals, they don't understand the pain. If somebody is if somebody is doing something bad to you, how much pain you go through. In a similar manner, when people are killing the animals and eating their flesh, they are also going through the same pain. So what we need to do, first of all, we need to eat only food, the food which is free from suffering. We should not do any kind of we should not give any kind of suffering to any other person or any living entity to satisfy our tongue. Now, some of these people in the world who are non-devotees, they may argue that you eat vegetarian food, but that also comes by killing the plants, right? So if you take the carrot out, they also feel the pain. Or if you cut a fruit from the tree, they also get pain. But the whatever is recommended to us as per the scriptures, we need to follow that. They also feel the pain, but we offer that, we utilize that food and then offer to Krishna. That way, all those sin gets nullified. Now, it doesn't mean that we can offer living entities flesh or animal flesh to Krishna and then eat it. That will nullify it. Krishna in 9.26, Krishna says, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Priyachati. So he doesn't specify you eat, give me mamsa. He clarifies there, Patram Puspam Phalam Toyam. So we need to understand we can only offer Patra Pusp Phalam on fruits and and leaves. So, and then these fruits and vegetables comes as part of leaves because they come from plant. The pain which animals go through, or the pains which uh, trees go through, is the level is different. That is what we need to understand. And then that food also, when because it is prescribed as per scriptures, we offer to Krishna and it gets sanctified. Now, so uh, this is the first point. Second point, the second ingredient is sattvic food. And in this, I'll come back to the point, which is mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. There are three modes. What we should eat is the food which is in the mode of goodness. Sattva food, Suddha Sattva food. What are those Suddha Sattva food? The food which gives us energy. It is healthy, wholesome diet, which we call as sattvic food. Now, some people say onion, garlic, that is also vegetarian food. But that's the food which is in mode of passion, because that increases the passion energy, and that increases karma in our body. It makes it makes our mind to go slow, because of which we get a lot of anger and all those things. So that is the mode of that's the food which is mode of ignorance. So we need to offer only the food which is in the mode of goodness, because we can do bhakti in the mode of goodness. So when we eat food in the mode of goodness, then only we'll be able to put our mind towards bhakti. So that is one thing. And then when we offer the food, we need to have some love and devotion. Without love and devotion, if you are just offering, it's just a mechanical work, right? So we need to surrender to Krishna and give everything to whatever we are preparing. We need to offer it. And then third one is that this is the third point actually. So the third ingredient is love of bhakti. So how love of bhakti is very important. This is the secret ingredient of the food out of these three. Why this is secret? Because of love of bhakti, everything's come. So when you start preparing your food, you think about Krishna, and you make sure, okay, uh, Krishna may like this food, Krishna may not like this food, let me prepare like this. In that way, in your thought process, Krishna is there. And when in your thought process, Krishna is there, it will automatically come that that love will automatically come into the food, because you are preparing food with that thought process. And that food, when you offer to Krishna, Krishna will be very happy to take it. And then we get that as remnants, and that becomes prasadam. And that prasadam, if you offer to anyone, or give it to anyone, any non-devotee or anyone, they will also get the same mindset by which you have prepared. So that mindset has transferred through food. So that love of bhakti is very important. Because of love of bhakti, we can transfer the vibration of bhakti to other people. Sometimes it is difficult to preach, and then senior devotees say, no problem. If you can't preach that person, just give them some prasadam. This is the reason why we say give them prasadam, because we are transferring the thought process, and with that thought process, their mind will get purified, and then Krishna sitting within his heart will slowly divert him to the bhakti process. Now let's uh, understand a couple of more things. I mean, what is the importance of prasadam? Because prasadam, we have understood. Okay, we need to offer food because when we offer, we develop love and bhakti and everything. But what is the importance of prasadam? Prasadam is very important, and if you go anywhere in ISKCON, uh, prasadam is distributed like anything, right? Because Prabhupada said within 10 kilometers of the area of temple, nobody should go hungry. Prasadam, Srila Prabhupada has also given so much of emphasis. Srila Prabhupada also emphasized so much about prasadam. There is a story. Once what happened in a Bhakti Vedant Manor, which is in London, there is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. his family, his parents comes to visit him in the temple. He takes them to he takes his parents to inside the temple to have the darshan of deities, beautiful. They take the darshan of beautiful deities. They visit other parts of temple. They go to Gosala and everything. And then they attend the aarti as well. And then after that they leave. And then this disciple of Srila Prabhupada goes back to Prabhupada and tells, okay, my parents came, and explains everything. So Prabhupada asked one question: did you give them the prasadam? uh, that disciple says, no, I forgot about the prasadam, but they had a good darshan and everything. Then Prabhupada says, no, prasadam is important, otherwise everything, this is worthless. Prasadam is very much important, because even though unknown people who are coming from outside, they can have darshan, which will of course benefit them. But by prasadam, we will we will be able to control our senses, because prasadam helps us control our senses. So we eat with tongue, right? Tongue is the most what you call uh, uncontrolled sense out of all the senses which we have, because tongue, belly, and genitals come in the same position. So if we control our tongue, we'll be able to control each and everything slowly. And what are two ways to control the tongue? First is chanting of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That is the first one. And then eating prasadam. That by these two process, we control our tongue. And once we control our tongue, all the senses start getting purified. And when we eat prasadam, because prasadam is Suddha Ahar, it is pure food, which is pure sanctified food. It is remnants of remnants received from Krishna. It is pure. So our mind and intelligence get purified. So in this on this line, there is a sloka. Let me share again from one Upanishad. So this is Chandogya Upanishad. The sloka is Ahar Suddho Saddha Suddhi Sattva Suddho Dhruva Smriti Lambhe Sarva Granthina Vipramokshaha. When there is purity of food, there is purity of mind. As I said, when we eat the pure food, our mind will get purified automatically. When there is purity of mind, there is a steadfast remembrance. So when our mind is pure, we'll be able to remember Krishna easily. Otherwise, sometimes we see this is difficult to focus on chanting and everything. The root cause is we have to take prasadam properly, or we have to take ahar in a right proportion and everything. So when there is a retention of remembrance, there is definite and complete release from all entanglements. Release from all entanglements means moksha. You here vipra moksha. So we will be released from this clutches of maya, right? We can go back home, back to Godhead. The process starts with tongue. That is why prasadam is very much important, and that is the reason why Prabhupada was so much emphasizing about prasadam. When Prabhupada has every time in many of his lectures, he has spoken about prasadam. What is the importance of prasadam? And we also might have heard. I mean, all the devotees. They have seen the importance of prasadam. They have heard many magical stories, and even many devotees they got connected to Krishna consciousness journey, or they connected to ISKCON due to prasadam. And I know many devotees uh, who say, I came to temple first because I like the prasadam. Then slowly I started learning about Bhagavad Gita and everything. So many a time you will see many devotees got connected because of the prasadam. And now what is the difference what is the difference here? Outside food is also available. They sometimes many bhandara and all happens, like they do free food service and all, right? But then people who are coming here, they after taking the prasadam, they start taking further steps towards the advancement of Krishna consciousness. Ingredients are same. They are also using the same raw material. In temple, we are also using the same raw material, rice, vegetables, masala, and everything. important ingredient, as I said, secret ingredient is love of bhakti. Because by love of bhakti, we are transferring the vibrations of love and bhakti to the to the non-devotees, and that's how they are turning towards devotees. And one more thing, what we need to understand is that when we talk about uh, prasadam, or when we talk about food, when we offer this to Krishna and then eat, it makes us, it helps us building the direct connection or direct relationship with Krishna. Now you may ask, like, why, how? Because what happens when you prepare food, you like mother and child scenario. If you take, mother will be always conscious, okay, my son likes this, my son doesn't like this, ये मिर्च थोड़ा कम होना चाहिए, या फिर नमक ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. You need to have each and every proportion of ingredients in right manner. And that same thing when we do, when we prepare something for Krishna, all the family members will automatically eat. Now, when you divert that attention to Krishna, your mind will all start remembering Krishna, and everything starts with that, right? When you start remembering Krishna, Krishna within your heart start reciprocating, and then when Krishna within your heart start reciprocating, you start getting realizations, and that's how you build direct relationship with Krishna. We consider Krishna as person. He is not Brahmajyoti or something. When we consider Krishna, the Supreme Lord, as a person, we will be able to establish a relationship with him. So we have already spoken about a lot of what you call, what is the benefit, what are the benefits of having the food which is offered. But in this verse, uh, there is some. It has also spoken about sins, how we get sins. So if you don't offer to Krishna, you are doing sin. How it is? Whatever we are getting, it is being provided to us by Krishna, provided to us by Lord. And if we are not acknowledging it, that means we are thieves. And like, let me take a small example. There is a mango farm, and a poor person who is very hungry goes to mango farm, steals the mango and eats it. What he has done? He has done thief. He has stolen, so he became a thief. And if the owner gets to know, he will punish him. He will not see whether this person was hungry or not. But if that person is hungry, he can take that mango and can go back to the owner that here is the mango. Or something like, in our cases, what happens, we take the raw material and then process it and then offer to Krishna. In the similar manner, like, you can say, we can do direct offering, direct like fruits and all, we can directly offer, but some foods which we need to process. And so if that person directly gives the mango to the owner and says, I am hungry, can I eat it? Owner might say, okay, you can have it. Or he can make a milkshake and goes back to him, I took mango, I like milkshakes, can I have it? So he might say, okay, you can have it if you like it. But if you are directly eating without letting the owner know, he will be angry. He will not be happy, because everything is whatever he has taken is from uh, his farm, that owner's farm, without informing him. So what, in the similar manner, when whatever we are getting, the raw materials, you can't prepare tomato, right? It has to, you can just uh, put the seed in the ground, but that tomato, potato, all these raw vegetables, that will come by grace of God. You can't prepare it artificially. So raw materials, you might say, oh, I purchased it from supermarket, but that supply is coming from Krishna by Mother Earth. And Mother Earth, from Mother Earth, how it is coming through Krishna. And if we are not acknowledging, we are thief. And since we are thief and we are not acknowledging it, then it becomes sin. And then if we are directly taking it, it becomes sin. It is sinful. So we need to understand that we need to acknowledge it. And how do we acknowledge it? Just by offering to Krishna. And it's not about food. We can offer everything to Krishna because everything is supplied by Krishna. Like we earn, right? I remember my parents, my father, when I was young, very child during my childhood, my father, when he at that time they used to get salary in cash. Nowadays we get in the account, right? At that time they used to get salary in cash, and as soon as he gets the salary, he just goes and keep it in the altar. And nowadays what people do, they just take it and keep it in their tijori, in their what is the English word, I don't know, in their locker. Yeah. But and nowadays we are getting salaries in accounts as well, so it is not possible to put in front of Krishna, in front of deities, but we can purify that amount by offering something, by donating something or contributing something to in temple. That is called monthly purification. That is the way you can purify your amount as well. And in my childhood, my parents taught me that whatever clothes which we buy newly from outside, we first offer to Krishna, God, Krishna, and then we should wear. That and all I have learned in my childhood. But nowadays, what people do, they go to what do you call, mall. They try there itself. So things have changed. But as a devotee, we need to understand this. All these things are supplied by Krishna. It's not prepared by us. We are just processing it. The raw material is coming from Krishna. So we need to acknowledge it. We have prepared. We are utilizing this electricity. That electricity we are processed by what? By so many other things which comes as raw material, like sunlight. Nowadays solar panels are there. We are utilizing the sunlight and generating the electricity, but at the end it is coming from sun, right? In the similar manner, from water, we are generating the electricity. So there are many things which we are processing, but we need to acknowledge it. And if we are not acknowledging it, we became a thief. We becomes thief. We act as like thief, and then whatever activities a thief is doing will be considered as a sin, right? There is a story of Mirgari and Narad Muni. What Mirgari was doing, he was killing animals. He was half killing, and then Narad Muni saw this, and then he preached to Mirgari. And then later, when he came back to see him, and he observed that this same Mirgari was so careful that, in walking, that even an ant should not be should not get hurt by his legs or something. The change of heart happened. Why? Because he started his japa, because whatever the mantra given by Narad Muni, and he started taking prasadam, whatever the food which was offered to Krishna, he started taking that. So by these two process, the complete transformation happened. So this is what we need to understand. And anything which comes to us, be it food or anything, we should first offer to Krishna, and then we should take it. And that way our consciousness will get developed, and we will start developing love towards Krishna. And that's how our mind and buddhi will get purified. And with purified mind and buddhi, we'll be able to utilize our intelligence in the right path, which is Krishna consciousness. And with this, I end my class today. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Rituraj Prabhu, for your wonderful class. So we will wait for some time for devotees to ask any questions related to topic. So Hare Krishna devotees, you can ask your questions or any learning you've covered, you can also mention. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead.
Prabhu, very nicely you told, Prabhu, how devotees can be free from the sinful reaction. There's only two processes. One is chanting the Hare Krishna and accepting prasadam. And also you told like how prasadam can change a non-devotee to a devotee. The vibrations, whatever the whatever prasadam is given, the remnants of the Krishna, how it reacts on a non-devotee. So very nicely you explained this verse, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Rituraj Prabhu, for your nice class. You have nicely brought about the diet plan for Krishna conscious people. You have aptly connected another sloka, like Lord says, what to do, what to offer, what not to offer. Patram pushpam palam toyam. You may bhakti prayatakchi tadaham bhakti upahritam asnami prayatat manaha. The Lord has suggested this. Otherwise, he would have suggested, you offer me chicken, mutton, fish, egg, something he would have asked. So Lord has not done like that. And the foolish people, they argue, where is Krishna said? I have rightly shown that here is Krishna said, Patram Pushpam, Phalam Toyam. Toyam means all the juices, drink, everything will come into the picture. Yeah, you also rightly said how non-devotees also themselves get purified. Okay, so my question to you is, are there any alternates? Are there any exemptions?
Exemptions on food, Prabhu?
Exemptions like devotees, they want always some exemptions, some discounts, concessions. Is there something mentioned?
There is no discount or no exemptions here, but those devotees who are suffering, who has health issues, they need to take medicines. So that can be considered, and for that you can ask forgiveness to Krishna and then take that medicine, because that is required to maintain the body. As I said in the beginning, we need to maintain the body, then only we'll be able to serve Krishna. So if something is required to maintain the body, which is for the greater cause to serve Krishna, then you can take it.
Yeah. So we cannot ask Krishna. So he reciprocates to Guru. So we should ask spiritual master.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice. Go to Varaha Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. I also see Rajnath Prabhu. Do you have any points, Prabhu?
No, only one question. Why still no Bhakti Viksha started in that new apartment, Prabhu, for Rituraj Prabhu?
Yes. Even Mathurapati Prabhu said this yesterday. Rituraj Prabhu, I think this is the signal from the Lord, because the senior Vaishnavas are expecting a Bhakti Viksha in your house, in the new apartment.
Yes, Prabhu. I am putting efforts here, starting to ask people to come to temple first, and then slowly we'll start.
Yes, we will discuss, Prabhu, about the Bhakti Viksha. Probably we can gather more people and I can come in the beginning.
Thank
So
you.
may not be in the apartment. Anywhere he can do it, no problem. Don't stick to your own apartment. Then we'll become homesick. So anywhere opportunities are opening up, you need to look forward. It's like Guru Maharaj, he started in one place, 2 places, 3 places, and Guru Maharaj has initiated more than 75,000 disciples all over the world. Guru Maharaj's presence is there. See, he did not stick to only Mayapur or Kolkata, something. So be broad-minded and try your level best, and Guru Krishna blessings are always there. Only thing we are lagging something. Okay, fine then.
Thank you, Prabhu. So any other questions any devotee has got before we move to the announcements? Last 10 seconds. Okay. So thank you, Rituraj, for a wonderful class, like most of the devotees have already mentioned. So now we shall proceed with the announcements. I see one announcement in the chat box, which is about the birthday of our dear Subramani Prabhu. So we will requesting prayers for Subramani Prabhu. Prabhu was essentially coming for Bhakti Viksha, but I think he's held up with some financial issues. So currently he's not able to join for Bhakti Vikshas regularly. So seeking prayers for from all of you that for the spiritual, for the spiritual